Hi guys, Ian and Blake from Football Boots, and today we're going to look at the top 10 green boots. That's right, because we've had the Turbocharge pack come out, and there's also been the recent green Nike boot pack in the Radiation Flare. So let's get on to it. What is it, number 10 in our top 10 green boots?
At number 10 is the recently launched Turbocharge A70 Plus Pure Control. We have the Primed. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're exactly the same colourway, that's why we kind of bundled them in together. But it's a great release, it's one of the best colourways I think I've seen for the Aces in a while. It looks really nice the way they've blended these colours in.
Yes, it's not a solid green, it's got a few different sort of layers of green on there, it's quite nice.
Now when we're making this video, the Pure Case hasn't come out yet, so we can't show you it, but it would be in our top 10, a pretty similar spot if it was.
Yes, exactly.
So we'll move on to that later. So what is at number 9 then?
So at number 9 is the 2015 F50 Adizero. So this was the last ever Adizero. Yeah.
I'm wondering how that got ahead of the Pure Controls. Maybe that would have been my number 10. I wasn't a massive fan of the design on these boots, but it's a nice green. And these are the ones that, was it Bale was kind of headlining these over some of the other players?
Yeah, this was the Ghost graphic. So it's the Ghost graphic print you see on the 2015 F50. Pretty much all hybrid touch upper. Nothing sensational there with that 3-heel stud design.
Yes. And these are part of the Haters campaign, is that right?
Yeah, there will be Haters. Yeah.
There will be Haters, that's right. And yeah, I mean, it's quite nice, but I would have put it the other way around. I hate those a little bit more than I like these. Alright, what's next?
At number 8 is the Puma Evopower Vigor 1, Ian?
Yes, okay, so we're seeing quite a few players wearing these. This is like Puma really pushing the Vigor at the moment. What type of players are wearing them?
So Olivier Giroud, Giorgio Chiellini and Gianluigi Buffon.
Yes.
Wide-footed footballers, it's pretty much a wide foot.
So a nice boot for you that would suit your feet?
Definitely perfect.
It's a kind of nice design. It's better than the camo ones that we had in. You might have seen our test and review of those.
Yes,
but there is a really sick colourway coming out of these in a couple of months' time. We're really looking forward to being able to show you guys that. It's going to look a lot better than these, but this is quite nice for a green version.
Yes, so now on to number 7. So this is the Radiation Flare Superfly 5. Also got the Vapor, so pretty much all lime green design with a bit of black. I actually really rate this design. Yeah. I
really do like these. These colorway wise remind me of a previous release in the Vapor and Superfly, so maybe that might be in our list. We'll have to wait and see.
Might be,
a few more to come. But very much like these, and my favourite thing about these is with the Superfly, it's just one colour, it's not the half and half design.
Exactly.
So there's just like, I wouldn't have cared what colourway these were. But as for green boots, these are very nice. Now Matt isn't doing this video because he doesn't like green boots, he's refusing to do green boots.
No.
But yeah, I don't mind these.
No, I really rate them. I like how the sole plate is actually green as well. It's actually translucent, but the magic sole plate green is just really, really nice.
Yeah, I think overall it's a very nice looking boot. Which would you choose, the Superfly or the Vapor?
I like the Superfly.
Would you cut the collar?
I would cut the collar.
Oh, there we go. Alright, moving on, what's next?
Now on to number 6. So this is the Adidas Predator LZ2, so the OG LZ2. So we've actually got one in hand.
Yes.
So this is Tom's boot,
yeah, these are Tom's, eh? And you might have seen his big boot collection video on the channel. If you haven't already, go have a quick look for it. It's great to see all the boots that Tom's got. Looking back at these, I really like these now. I can't remember if I liked them when they came out or not.
No, it's almost got like a glossy look to it, doesn't it? It's like a glossy green, it's not really a solid green.
And these ones are kind of a good example of what your boot's going to end up looking like after you've worn it for a long period of time.
Exactly.
And they've worn well. I think they look pretty nice.
Yeah, I think they're quite nice. I mean, it's not a traditional Adidas Predator colourway, is it?
No, not at all. I mean, it's not a Predator to me.
No.
But yeah, even the designs and stuff, it's kind of like just toned down a little bit now it's been worn, so actually I quite like these.
Yes.
This is a little bit brighter. These are obviously a little bit duller now they've been worn down, and perhaps this is better than the worn version.
So before we get on to our top 5, we'll have 3 worthy mentions, or 4 worthy mentions. So what is this, Ian?
This is the Glitch. This is the Optiflage skin, and we've got a pair coming in soon, so we'll be probably doing a little test or battle or challenge or unboxing or something on those. So look out for that.
Next one, so this is a green and blue F50 Adizero, so My Coach 2 or F50 Adizero 3. Sprint skin, sprint frame, very, very lightweight boot.
So those in around the time that Bale was wearing the F50s, I'm not sure if he wore that colourway.
Maybe wore it.
Such. I think he quite liked there's like a blue one or something that he was a big fan of.
Yes, so what's this one here?
So this one is one of the earlier F50s. This is another one of Tom's boots, a nice green one. I probably prefer these over these again, but I think I'm tending to like the slightly darker greens. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, probably. The lime green's a bit too bold.
Yeah, this is quite a nice boot.
Now, our last worthy mention is the original Puma Evosport. So this is the Puma Evosport 1. So this is pretty much when Aguero signed for Puma. He was jumping on this green Evosport. So what's that? This is the
Evosport SL. So this was a super light version that they made. It has all these perforations in it. It's not any good for playing in wet weather. The water will come through.
No.
It is very light. And this is the leather one we're looking at here, and this is the SL, and then there was the ones, the synthetic that the main players wore. But actually, it's quite a nice design. It's one of the Puma boots we've got in the list.
Okay, so now on to number 5. So this is the Poison Green Orange Magista over original generation.
And they're quite nice.
I really rate them. I mean, I think girls with game is in love with them, so a bit of a shout out there. But green, orange, bit of black, really perfect.
I'm not sure it's perfect. I'm not even sure I'd wear them myself. There's a lot of other Magista colourways that I probably prefer over them.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes. Okay.
It's okay.
Now
I would have had it lower.
To number 4. So we've actually got this one. This is the Lightning Storm or Neymar Storm Hyphen Phantom 2.
Yeah, so they were in the Lightning Storm pack, but we started calling them the Neymar Storm because in that pack there was the orange ones as well.
Yes.
That was what most players wore, and then Neymar wore these. So yeah, they're really nice actually. Much better than the last one.
It's very similar to something like that, isn't it? Just all lime green and black.
Yeah, I mean this is what we're talking about. The green boots are going to be similar, I suppose. So it's a really nice look. I think Nike do green and black quite well.
Yes, the sole plate though is the key feature to this design, isn't it?
Yeah, stand out.
So zigzag graphic.
Stand out, and then the bits on the side as well. So yeah, I think it's a nice release. It deserves to be kind of quite high up in our list.
At number 3, so this was the boot Ian mentioned earlier in the video. So what is this?
So this is the Electric Green Superfly. These were worn by Cristiano Ronaldo. They weren't a specific CR7 release, but he was the only player that was wearing them.
Yes.
There were like Vapor 10 versions as well, I think.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
And there was no player support for those. So purely Ronaldo wore them. They weren't a CR7, but they were very popular. Really nice bright green stand out with this kind of pink in the swoosh.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Great release. I would definitely have that near the top of the list. Guys, make sure you let us know in the comments below which boots you thought that we should have in this list that we didn't have already. And I assume we're going to have a poll card at the end as well.
Yes, definitely.
Alright.
Number 2 is, so what is this?
Oh, okay. Well, you would hardly better see these on the pitch. These are the V106 from Puma. Massively popular when they came out. One of the very first boots that we had on one of our websites actually, and they were huge. It was a bit of a grass kind of camo look to them, and a lot of people got these boots, and they're very popular.
So they re-released this boot last year in 2016, right?
Yeah, so that was 10 years later. They brought out a re-release. Nowhere near as popular now, I think, with the re-release or anything. Not as much interest. That was when Puma were probably doing a lot better in their boot game. A lot more people were wearing Puma.
Right.
Okay. And yeah, this picture doesn't even really do them justice. They were a really classy release.
Now on to number 1, which is it? It is the A16 Plus Pure Control. How could it not be, really?
Definitely. I mean, it's not just about the colorway, which is quite nice.
Yes.
For a green boot, it's probably one of the better green boot colorways. I would say that potentially I prefer the Pure Control version now. I think they've done a better job with the green than perhaps this one. But the big thing about this is it was such a big release. It's the first time we saw a boot without laces from Adidas, and it had that cover and everything, and it just, people were just like, wow. And I think that's what you remember that, you know, that's what it's about. It's a big release.
So the chrome sole plate, solid green upper with a bit of pink. I'll probably agree with you, Ian. That one's probably slightly nicer with the different
I think Turbocharge is kind of a reinvention of this almost, and I think you can see that Adidas have upped their game. Yeah. And that's great, and that's what you expect from it. If this is a 16 and this is a 17, you want it to be better.
Yes, exactly.
And that is better.
Alright guys, so that is our top 10 green boots of all time. Please vote in our poll card now with your favourite choice of our top 5. Thank you very much for watching, and as always,
we'll see you next time.